I'm going to be doing an executive order today directing all Floridians to limit movements and personal interactions outside the home.
After weeks of resisting calls by health experts for stronger social distancing measures in Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis on Wednesday issued a statewide stay-at-home order that will begin Thursday night to slow the spread of the coronavirus in his state.
At this point, I think even though there's a lot of places in Florida that have very low infection rates, it makes sense to make this move now.
DeSantis had previously left the stay-at-home decision up to local officials in the state, sparking heavy criticism from Florida's Democrats in Congress, who published an open letter to the governor pleading for him to issue a statewide order. But on Wednesday, DeSantis said it was a higher authority that got him to change his mind.
I did speak with the president about it. He agreed with the approach of focusing on the hot spots, but at the same time, he understood that this is another 30-day situation, and you got to just do what makes the most sense.
We have 2 ships.
President Donald Trump had also urged DeSantis to open Florida's port to a virus-hit Dutch cruise ship and its sister ship, saying on Tuesday it was the right thing to do.
There are people that are sick on the ship. And we don't want to be like they're going to be ghost ships. People turn those ships away, but they're dying on the ship. So I'm gonna do what's right, not only for us but for humanity. I mean, these are 2 big ships, and they have a lot of very sick people. And I'll be speaking to the governor.
DeSantis was initially opposed to the idea.
We have enough to deal with our folks in Florida.
But on Wednesday, DeSantis said he was working with the U.S. government on a plan to allow the thousands of passengers exposed to the coronavirus to disembark.
Clearly, we're going to be willing to accept any Floridians who are on board. My understanding is that most of the passengers are foreign nationals. I think that they're working on ways to deal with that. I did speak with the president this morning about it. I think he would like to see a solution.
One of the 2 cruise ships seeking to dock in Florida is Holland America Line Zandam, on which 4 passengers have died. Nearly 2/3 of its passengers, those who passed a medical screening, were moved to the line's sister ship. In a phone interview with Reuters, one Canadian couple quarantined on the Zandam made a desperate plea for help.
We're isolated, so we're stuck on the ship. We can't go anywhere because we're not healthy.
On Wednesday, both vessels were on their way to Fort Lauderdale, each carrying more than 1,000 passengers and crew. So far, Florida has reported more than 6,000 cases of coronavirus and 85 deaths. One research firm said the state's large elderly population could make Florida among the states hardest hit by the outbreak.